Okay, today we're going to look at a 90 Mustang again. Over the last month or two, it's had an intermittent high idle. Usually it stays around 700 RPMs, but now it's been running more often than not around 1100 RPMs, which is definitely a little high for what it needs to be. We're going to check it out and see what we can find out. Kick it out of gear. Hit the clutch. Right in there is where it should run, but last little bit it's been running more on the longs of so, which is definitely too high. Today it's actually hitting exactly where it needs to be, but that's not been consistent. So we're going to check it out. Probably pull the idler control valve on it. It's something that would be a likely cause of an intermittent high idle. We will check it out and then see what we got. This right here is the idle air control valve on the Mustang. We've got two screws we'll take off here and got a pigtail we need to remove. Then we'll take this out and we'll take it in there on the workbench and see if we can use some carb cleaner or something like that to clean this out and see if that helps with our high idle. Okay, we're going to pop this idle air control valve off as soon as we get the right size wrench. Okay, now that we've got the right size ratchet, we'll pop this off. Take the pigtail loose. This little stubby ratchet that my son got me for Father's Day, which is very handy. My son and my grandson got it for me. Okay, get that off, and the spacer, and we didn't destroy the gaskets, so we done good. Put this up there. Now we'll head to the workbench. Okay, let's pop this off of here. I need a bigger screwdriver. Nope, there we go. Get this out of the way. We can clean it better that way. Okay, we got some Behrman B12. Carb choke and throttle body cleaner. There's definitely some carbon built up down in there. I don't know if you can see that from the light down in there, but there's carbon stuff built up on the idle air control valve. What we're going to do, we're going to fill that up and just let it soak for a while. There we go. We're going to let that soak for a little while, then we'll be back. Okay, now we're going to take the air hose and blow this out some, get some of the, see what crud we can get out of it. That looks better. That looks much better. Okay, put this back together now. Let me see this O-ring here. Let me see if I've got another O-ring here to replace there. Okay, I don't have another O-ring, so we're going to go with what we've got here. Okay, we're going to put this back on here now. The screw started through there. Okay, we're going to drive it up the road here in just a few minutes and we'll see how it does. Let me get the hood shut down and get my film crew with me and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we're going to take a test drive, let it come to a stop and see if our idle comes back down to about 700-800 where it should. We've been having trouble with it. Intermittently it wants to stop around 1100. Which when my daughter was trying to learn to drive made it kind of inconvenient for her because the idle was doing different every time she stopped. Most fun car I've ever had. Top of work on this will be the air conditioning. We need to get it ready. We're gonna try to take a road trip at some point, and it needs air conditioning. And a few other things we need to do to get it ready to go. Interior needs touched up a little bit. New seat and upholsteries. All things in the plan. See what it does when we pull back in pull back in at home up here. See what it does when we pull back in at home. And right here we are, about 700, 800 RPMs. That's good.